Hi, welcome to Fanboy Critic, our show where we go see new movies out in theater and give you our review.
Both the good and the bad. I'm Joel Ortiz, and I'll be your fan.
And I'm Sam McClure, I'll be your critic. This week on Fanboy and Critic, we went to go see the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid starring Halle Bailey, directed by Rob Marshall, also starring Melissa McCarthy, Javier Bardem, David Diggs. Who else? I can't think of it.
I can't think
Aquafina's in it. That's all I can remember right now. And if you don't know what The Little Mermaid is, I feel sorry for your childhood. All right, Jay. Rob Marshall bringing back a beloved, one of my favorites as a child. Yeah. I think one of your favorites as well. What did he do well updating it to a live-action version?
So let's start off with The Little Mermaid. I think Halle Bailey did a really good job at playing her. I think her being a singer was probably the best part about it.
Yeah.
Any time it came to like any of the songs during the movie, she really brought it. Like I can't even explain. I think when she did the most iconic song, which is what's the name? But we all know this world. Yeah, Part of Your World. At the end, like I kind of lifted my hands like we were supposed to clap. Like I wanted to give it like a standing ovation. But I think the acting part is where it kind of sets it for me a little bit.
Fell apart a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. But I think it was more with what she had to work with. If we do go back to the original film, there is a part where she is mute and loses her voice. And that's hard. And she's not a A-list actress, but she can sing. But I think she might have dropped the ball there just because they didn't give her much to work with. But other parts where she was talking regularly definitely, was Ariel. Like, she had that energy, that adventurous energy of like, I'm in a whole new world. Like, what is all this? And yeah.
Whole New World is a Latin.
I know. I knew that was coming. But yeah, I think she aced it. She was really good. Even the Prince.
I don't know the actors.
Yeah,
I've never seen him.
Me neither. He did a really good job at playing his role, and he kind of carried it for that
stretch.
Yeah, that stretch of no voice Ariel, which was really good. But what did it for me was Sebastian. And I think
David Diggs is...
Yeah, he was great. I mean, it was like almost himself also playing Sebastian. But yeah, he was casted for that part, and he totally knocked it out the park. The CGI was good at times, worse most of the time, but the water is my biggest complaint about that. It just looked like they were in space with their hair floating.
It isn't much water in this movie, so...
Hey, yeah. We have to mention who played Ursula?
Oh, Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, she did good.
She was really good. Really like with the original characters. I think I'm just going to end it. I think the cast was really good. And it was pretty much a remake of the original.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't change much.
They did not change much. That's actually that's my biggest complaint with all these new remakes is what are they adding? What are they bringing to the table? Because they added one, maybe two new songs, but the fact that I can't even remember what the second one might be. And the one song that was new really stood out, and not in a good way. It stood out. It wasn't a bad song or poorly done. It just didn't match anything else, that the original had. The Ashman, and
it was a rap song.
Yeah, it was kind of like a rap. It was a little bit of a rap. And they intentionally made Aquafina's character bad at singing. So she was the one singing the rap. It was intentionally bad voices. The choices are baffling. I do think I'm a stickler kind of for pacing. This movie was almost 45 minutes longer than the original. And
yes,
you feel it. You really feel it because that 45 minutes is all her while she doesn't have a voice. And in the original, if I'm remembering right, there is a stretch where she doesn't have her voice, but it goes by pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's like a couple scenes, the lagoon scene for Kiss the Girl, and then it moves on to the action stuff. This one felt like it took forever because they're really trying to nail home that these two love each other, which of course with there's a romance. You're trying to I guess, reach the modern sensibilities of like, oh no, they obviously didn't fall in love in one day.
Yeah.
But then you have one character that's just not talking, and then you have Prince Eric talking the whole time.
Which made him look like a really good actor at the time.
You know, he wasn't bad. The actors weren't bad. Halle Bailey, I don't think is a bad actress, but she's inexperienced. I haven't seen her in much, so
Yeah.
she wasn't pushing the facial expressions that she really needed to have for a character that didn't speak for a good chunk of the movie. None of these movies are adding to the source material. Like, I didn't go in and go like, they're not improving upon the original. They're adding things,
Yeah.
but it's not an improvement. It's just there to add time, kind of, because I don't think people go to the movies expecting an hour and 20-minute, hour 30-minute movie.
Very true.
So this was 2 hours and 15 minutes roughly was the runtime. And it's like, you're adding things, but did I need it? No. Does it improve the story? No. Does it improve the character? Maybe a little bit. Maybe you got to see a little bit more character, but it didn't help. They really leaned heavily on the CGI, and when it doesn't work, it's really distracting. Oh, one last critique. At the very end, there is a bit of like Deus Ex Machina, where like they don't do anything to solve a certain situation, and then it just resolves itself because God in the machine. It just it just happens. Things are better now. Convince the critics out there why they need to go see The Little Mermaid again. They probably saw it in the 90s.
Critics, you're gonna want to watch this movie because we're all Little Mermaid fans. I mean, if you're a kid of the 90s, kid of whatever generation at this point, we've all seen the original, and why not see it on the big screen in live action? It's Disney. Come on.
Fanboys, curl up in the comfort of your own home, on the couch. If you're a fanboy, you have Disney Plus for all the Star Wars, all the Marvel, all the Pixar stuff. It's on there. Just go curl up, get your own popcorn, grab a drink of adult beverage of some kind, and just watch it there. Because going to the movie theaters for this movie, I don't think is worth it. You're not gaining anything. You're just sitting there for an extra 45 minutes. We're all busy people, Rob Marshall. Give us our 45 minutes back. How do you feel about this movie?
How do I feel about this? This is one of my favorites. I'm at a like.
Really?
I'm at a like. Yeah, I didn't hate it that much. I mean, if you could really get through the bad CGI and the whole mute section, I think I'm just.
Most of the movie, though.
That is most of the movie. I really enjoyed the songs. I think she just really did good with the songs. And the one scene that I like the most is the lagoon scene.
Oh, the kiss the girl.
Yeah, the kiss the girl scene, and I think that really bloomed for me in the movie. Like I said, you might not agree with me. You just got to get through some parts. The music was great. That's what did it for me. It wasn't even the acting; it was the music.
You got to get through 45 minutes of a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
Just to like it. The lagoon scene, I don't know. Here's the thing, like,
the CGI was bad.
It goes on for so long, and they have so many like romantic moments that they're like, oh, they should kiss, and they just have zero reason that they don't kiss other than the movie's over. So like, it's, I don't know. It's just like, it's just like Blue Balls.
Wait, can I take my thing back?
No, you know,
I think you just convinced me, man. Maybe I was being a little too nice.
You're being too generous.
Yeah, maybe I'll lean towards a Y. You can even put this in, just so you know it's a truthful review.
Maybe we don't like it a Y now.
Yeah,
there are no half reviews. It's not a star rating system.
Yeah, the more you broke down the film, I am going to switch my review, or I mean, yeah, my vote on this, and it's I'm at a Y. Why didn't you just change that one part of the movie
and have them kiss immediately?
Yeah, I'm at a Y. I guess maybe the songs didn't carry the movie for me.
The songs are great though. Like, we both left the theater and we're like, we can't stop thinking about the songs.
Yeah, the songs were great.
Halle Bailey did a great job singing. Like, you could tell that was like, she's really good at it.
But we're watching the movie.
I'm also at a Y.
Okay.
I convinced you onto my exact rating.
I'm just trying to be truthful to our fans. I had my stomach kind of hurt when I said good, and I was like, that's not sitting with me.
I kind of wanted to just like do a joke and be like, actually, I really liked it. But Fanboys and Critics, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Check us out next week for Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Let's do it.
And we'll see you for the next review.
Starring, was it Halle Bailey? Not Halle Berry.
Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey? I want to say Halle Berry so bad.
Yeah, Halle Bailey. Starring Halle Bailey.
Oh, Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey. First off, let's start off with The Little Mermaid. Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey?
Halle Bailey.
Or Halle?
It's Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey. Okay. All right. I can't even say it. Let's start off with The Little Mermaid. I think Halle Bailey did a great job. Casting her was definitely a gamble.
What? Halle?
Oh my God. I think you said Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey. Like, it is Halle.
Is it Halle?
Yeah.
I think we're trying not to say Halle because of Halle Berry.
No, but Halle is the first part. That's why it's so hard to say the second part. It is Halle Bailey.
Okay, I'll trust you. Halle Bailey.
All right.